Hey y'all, it's Nicole for 49 and Market. Today I am using the beautiful Curiosities in Willow Grove to make this beautiful layout here. You can see this is a picture of my dog, and she was just being a little lazy girl, and this was taken last October or November, and so it's a perfect fall photo. As I said, I'm using the Curiosities in Willow Grove, and I'm just looking for my paper here. I'm just kind of showing you what else is in the paper pack. This is the starters paper pack, and all of the patterns are just beautiful. I'm going to go with this one because I just love this little paint swatch looking paper. And I am going to put my photo here. I'm going to add some clusters around the page in 3 different areas. I am going to cut off the branding strip. I do set that aside, but I will be bringing that back in. And now I'm going to go through the Staples paper pack, and this is like, they read as solids. And I'm going to use the green one here to mat my photo. I thought a green coming in with these oranges and purples would be just lovely. Again, I am cutting the branding strip, and then I will save that because it's going to come in on this page as well. I'm cutting my mat to 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, and I'm going to offset it from the, I'm going to do it a little bit wonky on the page, as you can see there. Here's where I'm going to bring in those branding strips. I am going to stack them up behind my photo. So I just play around with that for a little bit. I am going to go ahead and cut it. When I put everything down off screen, I do wind up cutting it in the middle and then putting one side a little bit higher than the other side, and I like the way it turned out. So here I grabbed the icons and titles ephemera pack, and I am going to start pulling out a bunch of little bits that I'm going to use on my page. They are right up there to the top of the screen, and I get quite a bit up there before I realize, oh my gosh, this is a lot of stuff. And then I don't really go through the rest of it. I just kind of decide to put it away for another layout. And while I'm looking, a little moth gets up there in my pile, and I add some mushrooms, and now I think that I'm going to go ahead and put these away because it's going to be too much. I do swap that little banner out for a pink one. I thought it would be cute to add some little pink goodies there, and then another little butterfly escapes into my pile as well. So I also pulled the laser cut foliage and the laser cut elements. They are over there to the left of my screen. And since I had pulled so many of the floral icons from the ephemera pack, I decided not to use any of the foliage. And I'm just going to use some of the laser cut elements. And I'm going to use that big wreath. I'm going to use there because my title is going to be hello there. And yeah, so here's where I start building up the layout so that I know what I need still embellishment wise. So I do cut that banner so that it'll go across both sides of my photo. And then I'm going to start layering all of my clusters. The title is going to go in the upper left here. I'm going to have a cluster to the upper right of the photo and the lower left of the photo. The lower left cluster is going to be my main cluster. Is going to have a lot of little bits in there, and yeah. So like I said, I am going to come in here with some of the laser cut elements. For sure, I knew that I wanted that stick wreath and the there for my title. This stick wreath is very delicate, so when you're working with laser cuts, you want to make sure that you go slow. It looked like I went fast, but I really went slow because this is sped up. So you just want to make sure you take your time, make sure nothing's snagging, and you'll get what you want, and you won't have any tears. So you can see I'm still working on that, and this is sped up. So I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't getting any tears on it. So I'm going to put it up there in the upper right of the photo. I do go ahead and trim that off, and I'll use it on another page. And then here is where I'm going to go ahead and get there off of here. And again, it is pretty thin, so you want to be careful when you're doing that. I looked through the rest of the laser cut elements, and I didn't really find anything else that I needed on this page. Going through the backs, and then so there, that is done. Now I'm going to bring in some of these flowers. These are the Nature's Bounty flowers, and the color is Soft Lilac. I don't want to add too much volume to this page, so I'm going to go with these three that I pulled. This one has 3 little flowers at the end of a stick. I just put that in half to make that go on. And then these flowers were a little bit flatter, and they're going to go in my other 2 clusters. So I do wind up going off camera and putting everything down. And then here you can see I also use some sequins from my stash. And now to finish off my page, I am going to add some black splatters in all of my clusters. And I'm using the black hole paint from Shimmers to do that. It's just a little bit easier for me to flick on. And that is going to be my layout. You'll see in the description a list of all of my products that I'm using, and you'll have links back to the 49 and Market website so that you can check that out. There is also a link on the 49 to the 49 and Market Find a Retailer page, so you can find one that's close to you. I think that's it. I'm going to have some close-ups coming to you right now. There we go. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching today. Until next time.